take a ride.
We're talking about people that are for some reason end up ramping up when they are upset, which leads you to believe that they're just looking for conflict. They're just looking for it. What were you looking for?
I remember like being a kid and my father would be like, oh yeah, it's always the quiet ones you got to watch out for, Chommy. And then like I started getting like a little older, and I'm talking like 9, 10, 11, you know, and you got like your crew of friends, and there's always the fucking loud one, the tough guy one. But like when I was that age, I was kind of like, timid, I guess. And I did think like, I'm like, no way, dude, that dude fucking, I ain't saying nothing to that dude. You know what I mean? Like,
well, maybe you had
like,
sort of like, you could
even
tell.
If my father even told me like, and like, I remember my father telling me and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, definitely. But then like, there would be like the fucking loud, tough guy kid, you know? And I was like, no way, man. Like, he's definitely tough. He'll definitely kick anybody's ass, you know?
He's probably the dude that had his father beat him every night. Probably.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, you had told me that just recently about that situation where you did confront the bully, but it wasn't because you were acting tough. You just
That's right. Yep. Dude, so we used to go on. I used to go with my my aunt and uncle and my cousins up to Maine when I was a little kid. So my mother, she was a single mother for some years. So my aunt and uncle would take me all the time. Dude, we'd go up to this place up in Maine. It was called Lake Pemaquid. Hey, something's wrong with my mic or my headphones.
Maybe your headphones just stepping on them.
Oh, shit.
You twist it.
Yeah.
You in?
Yep.
Lake.
Yep. Good.
Lake
Good,
Pemaquid.
Yeah, Lake Pemaquid. And it was somewhere up in Maine. And but anyway, we'd go up there every year, dude. It was the freaking the best, right? The best. But anyway, there was this bully on like the playground. So me and my cousin was a girl, and she was 2 years older than me. So it was me, her, and then like 4 other kids that we knew, but we only hung out with them when we were up there. So we're on the playground, right? We're just doing our thing. And then there was this bully kid. It was like out of the movies, man. I'm telling you.
Redhead?
I think he might have been. Hey, camo pants, you know? But you know, like those things back in the day for like fishing? Yeah. Ben, you might know. Like a stringer. No, a stringer. Dude, just a, you know, like if you want to keep them. But remember the metal ones? It wasn't just like a rope. It was like a metal one, and it had like a bunch of like different like hooks that you could keep your fish on. Yeah. But the kid would wear it like the bikers wear like the old time bikers wear the biker chain wallet.
That was his wallet, chain
that
wallet.
Was, yes.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, that's some hillbilly shit. Good for him. Fucking set trends out there.
So he was at the top of the seesaw, dude, and I remember like I like looked over at my cousin, and I don't know, I just like got off while he was at the top, you know. So yeah, he smashed his nuts and freaking butthole. But he was so mad though. Hey, he was so mad. But right there, like I was like I wasn't taking any shit, man. I wasn't taking any shit, and I was like the quiet kind of kid, like that would wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean?
Write people's name on a list in his bedroom at night by candlelight.
Well, it seems like you equalized. You were like at that point. You're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna.
That I did.
I'm gonna change things right now.
You didn't really do anything wrong. All you did was give him a learning opportunity.
You gave him there was a lesson in science and how gravity works.
Is gravity real? Let's test it.
Yeah, he was a big kid. I remember too. He was definitely older than us. It's a riot.
Did he stop being a bully?
Dude, never seen him again. Never seen him again. And so that place that we went to, it was a big campground. Like
fucking murdered him.
Hey, No, no, I think I've seen him a couple more times.
Yeah, he's around time fucking around. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Fabio is about to slang some dick on this old time fucking 80s movie. I love this shit.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was wondering, I mean, the moon landing's a fake, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I don't believe anything about that. No, I don't. Hey, you want to know what's funny, though? Is this... Me and Trisha got into a friggin' like a fight because I asked her politely, like, what do you think about the moon landing and stuff? And dude, she was like, she like came at me.
right
Like
away.
they're getting saying it's real. And I was like,
you didn't even express an opinion.
all I said was, do you believe what happened? Do you believe like we went to the moon? She's like, and like I said, like it was like a friggin' like
dude,
a,
But
dude,
in the
it was
female
like
mind, what you said is, "Hey, stupid! Everything that you've been told is a lie." Right? That's how it goes in that
Yeah,
way.
you're
And comes
probably
out
right.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that subject is seems to be very.
She looked at me
triggering.
like I was the stupidest person on the
Well, that's
face
what
of
it
the-
was. She
face of the
assumed
earth.
She assumed you were gonna say what you probably were gonna say, which is she was right. You were gonna say you don't believe that it happened.
Yeah,
And
right,
that's-
right,
and that's-
absolutely, yeah.
and that
well,
is-
that's what I said.
That's super triggering to.
Why
to
would
some
anybody
people.
be triggered?
I don't know, man.
Dude.
Because they grew up believing that one thing the whole
you don't wanna-
time.
So did I.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
wasn't
me too.
mad when I decided it was all bullshit. I just stacked some evidence and went,
Well, whether it's that or 9/11 or whatever, or what the moon is actually is, or what's inside of the plane, you don't want to believe that you were lied to on a massive level because no one likes to feel like they got tricked.
yeah, but
because
if
it
you
hurts
told
your
me,
ego.
if you're like, Jim, I can see air and I have a vortex in my bedroom, I wouldn't be like, fuck you, Ben, you asshole.
Well, so
like,
a lot
doesn't
of
make sense.
a lot of people would.
That's just bizarre
Yeah,
behavior.
it's just a different
Cool.
way.
I
of-
think too, like a lot of people, they just don't want to hear it. Like they just don't want to hear it. You know, like
That is
like
true.
they just want to believe what they want to, what you know,
and
what
that's
was
fine-
taught to
and
them,
that's fine,
and they
too.
just don't want to hear it.
and that's
you know?
fine too
Like,
because either way it doesn't fucking really matter.
Doesn't
right?
matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
In that discussion, it doesn't.
because really, what do we know, right? So we all agree that we didn't go to the moon, right? Do we all agree that?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that
I
you and I agree. These guys are full of shit over here.
I disagree.
I
think we did. Well, Frank, what do you think?
No, I think that we had something to do with travel, space travel, like actually
Yeah.
going to the moon.
Oh boy.
Dude, listen. I wasn't there, and that's what we're talking about here. is that
Exactly.
You've been in
No,
rooms.
nobody knows.
You've been in rooms, right, where you were actually there when shit went down. Everybody has,
Right.
And then, have you ever run into a situation where someone is talking about it and you knew they weren't in the room? They may have been outside by the keg. They were in their car listening
right.
to music. You know what I mean? And they tell this story as if they were standing right there, and you're sitting there with your cup, and you're like, I don't know. I was there. It didn't.
Before any of my opinions, I subscribe to that. I wasn't there.
Right.
So anything after that is just me either fucking around or just looking at shit that I've been fed versus what you've been fed and forming a different opinion or whatnot. But I agree with you first and
Right.
foremost.
If you don't know, you don't know. Like, hey, I got a guy that freaking says, so when I lived up in Hudson, New Hampshire, they had like a little private beach. It was awesome. It was a pond, called Robinson's Pond. So in the summertime, it's awesome, So me and my old girlfriend, we'd go down there like every single weekend. And there was like a bunch of dudes that were coming to the area, right? But they wouldn't come over to the pump. Long story short, they were making like a huge mess and shit. And I ended up getting like almost like it just like things just got loud and escalated real quick between me and this other guy. Next thing you know, there was like a shitload of other guys and it was just me, right? Whatever. But hey, I got a good buddy that tells the story. Like we're saying, like he'll tell you the story, but he really thinks he's there because I've said to him before. I was like, hey Dave, I was like, bro, you weren't there for that. Like seriously, like, and he's like, no, yeah, I was. I'm like, and I just have to tell him like, yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's right. You were definitely there.
Oh,
like,
you gotta give it to him.
Yeah, he wanted to be there that bad, but he wasn't there. I'm telling you, he wasn't
You're
there.
100%
But
correct.
I have to tell him he was there.
This has been proven time and time again with eyewitnesses where changing what they see, what they say is your memory is you remembering the last time you remembered.
Right, but also people really do choose to lean towards believing what they prefer to believe. You believe what you want to believe.
Well, there's many a test of
like the moon landing.
No. Like a simple test of like, all right, look at this picture. All right, look away. What color was the fucking cat? Nobody knows. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
Yeah, even just that.
Right,
but if somebody tells you it was red, right, but it wasn't red. You know, because other people are like, hey, man, Jimmy, it wasn't red, it was blue.
The craziest shit I ever seen,
mad,
the wildest shit I've ever seen is the waiting room where people would get up at a certain interval of time and just start whatever, acting weird. And as new people came in, they would see that the whole room was doing it, and then they'd eventually start. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I would leave that room in a second. Not for 1 second would I start clucking like a chicken because a couple other assholes did.
So is it something where your friend made the story his because he may have told that story at a time where you weren't there when he told it? So let's say he was at another party, just a random party, other people, and proceeded to go into the story and wasn't taking credit for like being the only one there. He was like, I was there too. And you weren't there to correct. So now if it was already told, it came out. Is it possible that it's just...
I bet you it was. Because I told him what happened. I told him what happened.
You
now
printed
his story.
Yeah, you printed
now he goes and tells people like
you're
it was
right.
his
You're
story.
so right.
But is it a psychological thing though? Is it something that like happens to all humans where you thought like that somebody printed it there, or you think you remember? What is it called? Mandela effect.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can change. Yeah, all that perception shit. I would never ever do this, but I actually stole someone else's memory and I tell it now like it's my own, and I don't mind saying it out loud because I've already told you guys I bought this guitar off a dude a long time ago and he slighted me, and now when people talk about that guitar I'm like, yeah, and I tell his childhood story of getting the guitar, and because it's funny to me and I'm like, fuck him, he owes me money, now I'm going to take it out of his hide in a story. At the same time, I always tell everybody, that's not really true. I bought it. But it's fun to take that story. It's like, that's your memory. Now it's mine. You know, that's weird. That's weird. I'm going to say it's weird.
It's definitely weird.
It's a thing.
We all know that person, too. And I think it's funny. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, even though we didn't go to the moon, I'm going to steal that memory and say that we didn't.
Oh, my God.
Shit. That's what everybody else did, too. You might as well fall in line.
Yeah.
Does it feel not good when someone decides to go against that? Like you are the anti. Let's say you're in the room and you got a whole bunch of people that are talking about the moon landing and oh my God, it would have been, you know what I mean? They're just kind of going into it, and then you come in and you're like, well, what if we didn't go there? Like, can you can take that feeling of everybody turning and looking at you
for 25 plus years.
Okay,
you're talking to the wrong one. It's me and him get the weirdos look like the weirdo looks. He's the normal guy. But to quote the great Ken Susi, if you didn't know or care about the moon landing before you were born, why do you give a fuck now?
Yeah, that's I know, right?
Smart, you know.
Shit.
Yeah, that's right.
It's fun to talk about.
It is.
That's really all it is for me. Is it's fun to talk about.
Yeah, we're talking about it,
and we're talking about it. And you just talking about it will upset some people that'll say you can't talk about that. It's like,
I guess I've gotten a little upset about it, but I get upset on the other fact. I'm like wow, man, like they really they taught us that, like they told us that's what happened.
Yeah,
like I feel like it's like disrespectful.
Yeah,
like and they expect us to believe that. Like
you're mad because they played you for a fool growing up.
Yeah, but they played a lot of people. You know, like but it's like you really expect us to believe that.
Yeah, it's like it's not like we're denying.
That's the reason why I get
a certain famous mass genocide, or it's like we're just questioning. I believe that we made it up there. What? Well, because some people get upset.
One of von Braun.
You believe that I believe that there, but we didn't get out, right?
Well, I believe that we got up there thanks to Nazis, Werner von Braun, and all of the Nazi scientists that we hired to form NASA. They had already developed the rocket. I believe that there was a race publicly to get up to the moon, because whoever got up there first whatever country got up there first could claim it and start putting military bases up there.
By the way, America owns the moon.
Well, because
I've been to Uranus. You know what I mean?
Yes. So perception is reality. So as long as you can convince the entire world that we made it up there first and put the American flag in the ground first, that means it's ours, right? So I think we faked the initial landing because we knew Russia was about to beat us. They were about to get up there before us, for real. So we had to...
right, because why else would they do it?
We had to create the perception that we got there first and put the flag in the ground first, so that way we could claim the moon.
So you're saying
flex.
there certainly is deception involved.
100%, I believe there is deception involved. I think. Well, no, I can't say 100%.
Yeah,
I wasn't
there's no
fucking there.
100. Even I'm not 100%.
No, it's just... And my opinion could be easily changed too. I don't know. That's just, I feel like that's something plausible, that level of deception is not and never has been an uncommon technique of governments. It's in military strategy, propaganda is like the biggest weapon ever.
I guess you're right though, because if anybody was going to have a direct like phone line, coily cord to the moon, it would be the president. And he had a real-time conversation, which was pretty wonderful. So maybe maybe that rocket was pulling like a telephone cable with it.
Well, why couldn't they have just been some people in the next room pretending that they were guys?
Shit, you didn't say that. No, well, whatever. I know this is a truth. Stanley Kubrick had a very, very amazing set of lenses developed by NASA that he used in certain films. I believe they stopped down to like crazy levels. I mean, these things could see in the dark, and he used them in a bunch of films. Why would NASA be giving him lenses? I don't know. There's a lot of weird questions, like that piece of shit rover that they're driving around up there, and all the videos of people falling and bouncing back up. I mean, look, I'm going to sound stupid, but you weren't there either, so fuck off. That's my retort.
I mean, it's one of those things, you choose.
Yeah, choose what team you like.
That's it.
And by the way, I don't care if my team loses or they're wrong. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right,
I could be wrong. I don't give a fuck. I probably am wrong.
It all goes back to like, we weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
We weren't there.
And neither were they.
Right. Yeah, right.
All right. I mean, whatever. I'm glad you're on the right side of history over here.
Yeah, no, I don't think we were ever there.
I mean, for our own good, right? It was done for our own good. Of course, you're saying that it was a good flex. We got to get there first. This thing's going on, but ultimately, they're making these decisions. Like when your parents, like my parents, they don't smoke pot, they don't drink, they don't, right? But what if other parents did, and you never knew that they did the whole time that they were raising you, right? And then you find out one day. Why didn't they? Why was it a secret to their kids? Does it change? What was the point of hiding? Well, what's the point? I guess what I'm saying is, what's the point of hiding stuff when you're coming at it from it's for your own good that I didn't tell you this?
Well, it's either that or usually it's for your own good or it's for national security. It's always for. Yeah, they'll always have a reason to justify the secrecy, and maybe it's true. But like with the moon, it's like I find it very believable that we were able to make it up there around that time. It makes sense technologically. What doesn't make sense is that we went quiet after, and that's what makes me question, did we really ever make it up there? Because if we made it up there in 1969 and then only went up a handful more times and we're like, good enough, that's bullshit. If we did make it up there in 69, imagine what we actually continued to do. Obviously, we claimed it. We put which means it's ours, which means first thing we do is start building military bases. So the next battlefield is cyber, economic, or space. So, of course, we've been building up there ever since, if we made it up there that long ago. That's why it went dark. That's why NASA went quiet. They stopped wasting money on just having a couple of astronauts walk around and collect some dust. They got to fucking work.
Oh, they went on the hollow side and were chilling with the aliens? Is that what was up?
Maybe.
And then the aliens gave him a little slap on the pee-pee and said, go back and shut up.
Or they developed contracts to work together.
Well, yeah.
Or they're manipulating all of the geopolitical madness going on right now for whatever reason. Who the fuck knows? We don't know.
I wasn't there.
Wasn't there.
Neither were they.
I weren't there.
And fucking Neil Armstrong wasn't either. All right, cool.
I'll tell you what, though. Neil did punch somebody in the face for confronting him about not going up. He fucking popped him. Good old man punch.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What was this, recently?
No, this was 10, 15 years ago. Somebody...
Remember that guy, Don Fry? He was I remember one time... and I actually seen a video on it like pretty recently, but he was coming like walking into the ring, and somebody said like one of the guys in the crowd said something smart, so Don whacked him. I remember that. Yeah, but he made pretend like he did it like by mistake.
Oh yeah.
He goes, the guy asked me which way, like how to get outside, so I said, oh, that way, and you know what I mean. But
nice.
What'd you say? Neil Armstrong friggin' smashed somebody?
Or Buzz. I think it was Buzz Aldrin. Somebody.
A lot of questionable videos of both of them, and I know a bunch of those videos are fake and doctored or whatever too. But still saying some strange shit, even if you cut through to the real videos. Yeah. Whatever. I'm just saying, if you're going to take all the smartest Nazis and let them invade your top priority military or whatever, NASA, and you're going to put them in charge, just understand you're inviting in the smart ones, the fucking real devils, and it's not going to take long for them to infiltrate and fucking take everything from you, because you're idiots. You're politicians. You just let in fucking Nazi scientists. Yep. So the idea is, what if, that was just pure infiltration, and that is now grown into a giant monster.
Yeah. Could be.
But I do love people, and I'm very optimistic about the future.
That's nice.
That's nice.
I don't really believe you, Jim.
No, I do, but I know it's fun to say. Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, just if we got military bases up there, just think you could also put, you could do all sorts of scientific experiments up there, because there's the moral rules that we have here on this planet don't apply to the moon. It's like uncharted waters.
There are no rules on this planet.
Well, for us, there are.
Me and you both watched a video of a dude talking about how they captured an alien and fucking just imprisoned him, and he was full blown sad right. But that's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, we don't have any. There are no international. There's no international rules for how to treat a captured Zeta Reticuli.
Well, but what if I caught a dolphin like walking down Main Street?
There are rules for that.
Could I really?
Yeah.
Not Main Street dolphins.
You can't fuck with dolphins, bro.
On Main Street, you can.
There's a loophole.
Yeah, you might have found a loophole.
You want to hear a wild story?
Yep.
This is absolutely fucking true and so weird. Years ago, we played some festival in Florida, opening up like Rick Derringer or some shit, but the place we were staying was like at this venue, and in Florida there are certain parts where the ocean is kind of like, I don't know, up on like there's grass and sidewalks and stuff, but there's an ocean right there, and they're cut it out. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'm out there like drinking it, like the whole group was, but they were a couple 100 yards away at the place, and all of a sudden 2 dolphins come up to me, like right fucking there, like 2 feet away. And they just start squawking, dude. They were like talking to me and shit. And I'm not pretending I knew what the fuck they were saying, but they were trying. And I was like, this is fucking
Wait, they were
weird.
Wild dolphins?
Yeah, they were in the ocean. Yeah. And so we had about 50 yards to walk up where it would kind of curve around. And then there was like a little beach and a shark net so the kids could swim in the day or whatever. And I'm telling you, I went for a walk with these fucking 2 dolphins, like, I don't know, about 50 yards. We got to the corner and they were just like, fucking later, bro. And like swam up. And I was like, and this was like 3-4 in the morning. And I was just like,
yeah,
that was fucking something else, dude. Because I'm walking
that is
on a
awesome, man.
grassy, like, whatever sidewalk with dolphins. Like, I'm telling you,
Dude, they were 100% like
Trying to
telling you
communicate.
to throw them some fucking fish.
Yeah, probably trying to communicate though.
They
somehow.
were. I mean,
yeah,
they
I do it with my dogs all the time, dude. Yeah, my dogs like so I'm with my dogs every single day, right? And I'm wicked like zoned into my dogs. Like I love my dogs,
Mike,
but
the mic.
oh, the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, dude, like I can, like, my dogs will communicate with me. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, right. And like, I guarantee you, bro, like if you like seen those dolphins every day for like, say a year, you'd probably start understanding them and they'd understand you, like, you know, with certain things.
I'm telling you, if I saw them every
I
day
love
for
that
a
kind of
week,
shit.
I probably would.
Guaranteed, man.
Yeah.
Right,
I want to know what they were trying to say.
I know, huh?
No, it was a weird situation.
Imagine what like they
imagine if they
communicated
were-
to each other though.
Well,
like,
they do.
hey, there's a human.
Oh, yeah. No, they
we got to try to tell him this. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I tell you right now, they were definitely talking
That's
to each
right,
other
man.
about me.
What if they were
and trying to tell me? It was like,
or they were trying to give you the equation to solve gravity?
they were just like, come on, let's go for a spin, bro.
I know, yeah.
Hop on my back.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
They do.
No,
they literally
dude.
talk. They
I mean,
do
but
talk.
I'll tell you, I'm kind of unfazed by things like that. I'm like, of course, I just went for a fucking walk with the. And then I went back to the band who was like partying on a balcony or whatever. I'm like, check it out, guys. Just went for a walk with a couple of dolphins. I think they said, "What's up? Have a good show." Like, I'm like, it was weird, but anyways, like, who's got the beer?
Yeah.
It was something. Anyways, I don't know how we got there because the moon landing is totally fake. But I mean, we can get back on track, or we can go somewhere else.
I like that.
I like that.
What was that show with the dolphin? Sequest.
Sequest. That's vague.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, well, they were able to actually talk community. The dolphin was like super intelligent. And
Flipper. Remember Flipper when we were kids, man?
Flipper.
Remember that? But remember the kid would, he'd like totally, like, that was like communication with the thing in the water at first.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, Flipper?
Flipper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that family manipulated that dolphin in a sexual manner. The thing about dolphins is they're fucking mad rapey, dude.
Diddling
Mad
some
rapey.
blowholes.
They what?
Dolphins
rapey.
are fucking rapey as
Oh,
fuck.
rapey. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. The same thing. Seen some weird videos about it too. Like, yeah, they
Yeah.
are freaking, right?
They're down the
Right.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You know, dogs, like that's how like they'll show dominance. Like my two dogs, they're females, right? But they'll like get into like, you know, like even like play fights. But like the one who humps the other one, they're telling them like,
I'm in charge.
yeah, I'm in charge right now. Yeah.
Right.
Dolphins, man.
Naturally.
Dolphins.
Unless, of course, the female dog makes more money than the other female dog, and then it's
Right.
completely.
Right. But you gotta play the game. Let them think they're in charge.
That's right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Frank, what did you want to talk about? Some Halloween shit or something?
No, summer's over. It's fall. We're going into a new season and stuff. So yeah,
Bro, I think it's awesome that you do that stuff at your house. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, dude.
Fucking, that's so cool, man.
It's not just me. It's a crew of people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I think it's a community thing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I always feel when September comes around, I feel a little bit more like, I think I've said it to you. It feels more like New Year's Eve for me still. New Year's Eve doesn't feel like New Year's Eve.
You start putting pumpkin in your fucking coffee,
No,
guy.
no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Except you-
Actually, I don't even drink freaking coffee much anymore. Go
Well,
ahead.
when you get into like September, I just, you start getting into that mindset. You start thinking you're going to go to the next grade, and then you have to, get you get new sneakers, you get pencils, you get trapper keep, you get all that shit. So you feel like it's time to get organized. Time to get organized in September. I don't feel like getting organized for shit on December 31st, going into the 1st of January. We celebrate Hollis's birthday. That's Hollis up.
That's funny you say that because I absolutely agree with you too. And from what I understand, the months are not in the way they're supposed to be.
Yeah, like we were lied about that too.
Yeah,
I know.
Like
I've read a bunch of shit
the
on it
month
too, man.
tells you
Yep.
the number that it's supposed to be, and now they're off by a couple. So maybe that's like, because I always feel the same way. I know my daughter does because she's so vocal about it. Like she likes the fall, but
The beginning of it. So
Yeah.
I hate the summer ending, but I know that I feel like it's time to freshen
like
the step.
reset. I agree.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. Reset feels like reset time. Time to get down and.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I was gonna just bring up that it's freaking Halloween time and summer's over and talk about summer stories or talk about Halloween stories.
Are you going to give this guy a chainsaw and an orange suit to fucking
I know,
chase
right?
children?
I know, that'd be a good
No, I'm
one.
gonna dress him up like a clown, like John Wayne Gacy.
How about a dolphin?
Giant,
and just talk to everyone that's in
Yeah,
line.
and then hump him.
squeak,
Then hump him.
giant humpy dolphin. Yeah, that'll go over well.
That would be good.
Humpy.
Yeah.
Well, when are you going to begin building this thing? I'll tell you.
Tomorrow.
A couple of years ago, I got to be like a voice guy, just being like, and I was singing like Iron Maiden in a low voice, trying to scare people. And my daughter was with me too. She was laughing, and it was just like a total blast. But running through the little maze or whatever, that's cute. But I like the other side.
Have any of you guys ever lived in like anywhere besides the like where all the season changes? New England.
No, I've always
Right
seen
here,
all four
Jim.
seasons.
Yeah, same. Because I wonder like people like that don't like where they don't get snow or they don't get like a real heavy fall like and stuff like that. It's like that's got to be so weird, huh?
My son Mike lives in Florida.
Don't
He
you?
hates it.
Yeah?
He can't stand that no seasons. And the fact that
Yeah.
you can go for miles and everything's flat. He likes mountains, but he's
Yeah.
always like, "Oh, I miss the snow."
My brother, my little brother, he moved out to Colorado a bunch of years ago. Dude, I have never been out there. So he went out there and he's like, listen, he's like, I got to warn you. He's like, if you come out here, he's like, you might not go home. Cause like me and him are the same. Like we grew up in Townsend, Mass. You know what I mean? So like out, like not far from here, kind of where.
No way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Townsend.
Sorry.
Shout out to Townsend.
That's awesome. But like we'd get like a lot of snow and I don't know, it's just freaking weird. But he said he moved out to Colorado, but he's like, you might not come home, man. So he never came home. He moved out there just to go to school and never came home. And then my stepfather, which is his father, he moved out there and he never came home either.
Colorado's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I want to go.
It is fun
man.
over
I
there.
want to go. It sounds like my place.
I'll tell you what, though, genuine townies come from Townsend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fucking right, man. Absolutely. We were those kids that wore the camo pants and shit. But like, fortunately, I wasn't that bully though. I wasn't the bully. We had the same dress code though. Yeah. Buck knife on the side.
Oh, shit.
Always. Oh, I think I got one right now, guys.
Open carry buck.
Good.
Open
Are
carry
you kidding
buck.
me? Look at
Is that legal
Yeah.
length, dude?
fucking it's bigger than my penis. They say that's fine. They say that's fine.
But judged
That's all right.
by your cover. So I mean, as a kid, you weren't the kid that was out there trying to fuck with people.
Nah, man,
but
I
you
was
were
never
wearing
a bully, no.
But you were wearing the
Yeah.
appropriate
camo
outfit
pants.
for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Harley Davidson shirts.
Right.
I've worn my share of camo pants with the
yeah.
legs cut off.
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
kidding me?
With the legs cut off.
Wear that every day. Literally.
Yeah.
I know.
Except,
I can't believe you're not
except
wearing
today. I know. Hat, I get camo hat.
Yeah, you do.
But anybody think that you're a bully walking into a room wearing your camo pants now in
How would
2020,
I
in
know?
2025? I guess.
I've never been told.
How would I know? I'm in the fucking bully.
The fuck would I know? You trying to say?
What was your bully's name again?
I don't know if I want.
Oh, you can't say that out loud.
Well,
Is he
I'll say it.
listening? Is he listening?
I don't know. His name was Wade.
His name was Wade.
Wade.
Yeah.
Can't wait to suck
Should
a
I say
dick.
the whole name? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Nah, don't shut that fool out.
But the last name made it even more awesome. But
Right.
What was it? Don't say it though.
People got to ask in the comments. They
Yeah,
got to ask to see
yeah.
if it is a perfect bully name for sure. But how come you remember first and last names of bullies? Like, what is that whole thing?
Yeah, because it's like serial killer.
Right.
Serial killers get the full name, the middle name too. But bullies it's usually just the two names, but you remember 'em, right?
Right.
Did you have a bully, high school bully?
High school? No, I don't think so. But before that, I remember a bully telling in like second or third grade, a bully telling someone to go in that was in the bathroom to go into class and tell them to send Jim to the bathroom because of some shit. And I was like, so I asked the teacher, I go in there and was like my neighbor, and he was like trying to flex and like make me like get into the toilet or some shit. And he was way bigger than me. I'm just like, this ain't fucking ever happening, bro. Like, you're fucking with the wrong one. Like, you might beat me up, but I'm never going in that toilet. And that was the end of that.
Right.
That was it. Because fuck you. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have any high
are
school
weird.
bullies, but I did have like these two bullies like when I was in grade school though, and yeah, I don't remember their names though. All I know is like they were like my fucking bullies, man. You know?
Yeah. What about prison bullies?
Oh, there was plenty of prison bullies. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. I didn't get really bullied. Like I don't know. Like the first time I went in, like I got like I don't know, like almost like nobody knew me, so like they didn't know. You know what I mean? Again, they just didn't know, right? But like you had to like show your paperwork and make sure you weren't there for like no fucking messy stuff. You know, fucking, you know what I mean? Just. But but honestly, yes, plenty of prison bullies. Like, and it's disgusting because it's just they're just like grown men that have never like fully developed upstairs, and they left off at like 6th grade. Like, and those are the guys that like have been getting locked up since like little kids and stuff. Seen plenty of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's kind of sad to be honest with you. Again, it's just guys that fucking mentally just never could grow.
Yeah, that's usually the bully.
Yeah.
Bullies.
I think those people are grown in the human lab called Earth on purpose to be batteries and to fill those fucking jails so we can make a little cash. There's no other way that we would let people fall behind and be that fucking sloppy.
I know.
So it's gotta be for a reason. It's gotta be. I'm probably wrong, but why else would you let your people fucking turn into fucking pumpkin heads?
Oh yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's the system, right?
Right. Exactly.
It's just money. Dude.
That's it.
All it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, prison's good business.
And they're loaded. Like,
the private ones. Yeah.
Like loaded.
Yeah.
How do you open a private prison?
I know, right? Yeah.
You got to suck a politician's greasy little wiener. That's how.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking gross.
It sounds true also, doesn't it?
Shit. What else? Chommy? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
So we're skirting around current events. I believe we go down that.
Tommy, are you up to date on any current events?
Did you guys hear about that guy who he up in Nashua the other night who shot up that country club?
No.
And then there was a vigil for it was a dad, right? That got shot.
Yep.
A country club?
Yeah, a country club up in Nashua.
Like a golf club?
Yeah, something like that. I think. Yeah. He went in there and just friggin' he was
Is it because they didn't let him join the club?
No, he said like it was like something about I don't know, something about like he was like not about the Americans, you know what I mean? So he shouted out some racist shit and then just like shot it up. Yeah. Hey, but I was coming from Taunton that night, dude. I was on my motorcycle with one of my brothers and another guy behind us. And we were in the fast lane, right? It was nighttime. And, we're probably doing like 85, 90. Hey, these state troopers, there was 4 of them at first, came up behind us. Well over 100 miles an hour. So obviously we moved over, let them go. And it happened like 2 more times, like groups of like 4 stadies each time. Like, and it was probably like a 20-minute interval so like, wow, what the fuck's going on, And, but when I got home that night, a guy went up and friggin' just shot like a bunch of friggin' people just up there having a good time, Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about that. I saw just a little blurb on that. What I did see, though, was I saw this, just as the news goes, this little kid, that little heavy, chubby kid that they were accusing of, wanting to, maybe go and shoot up his school. Right. The reason why I bring this up,
What, around
is
here?
it wasn't. No, it was local news, but not local too much. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I don't exactly know. What I do remember was the look on his face, and the look on someone's face that never gets attention, and then can't help but smirk because there's a giddiness. There's a giddiness to the attention when you've
That's
been
called evil.
Yeah, that's evil smirk. is what
Yeah,
that is.
absolutely. Jesus.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem evil.
They caught the
It
kid?
is evil. No, they did. I mean, it was
Like before he did anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
No,
okay,
the whatever plot
Yeah,
he
I
had.
gotcha.
What I'm saying is it dare I say that it was kind of like, I mean, make pretend more so than anything else, or play like I'm saying. He walked into the courtroom. I wish I could pull it up. Walked in. The look on his face was the look of like, well, now I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah,
the cameras are gonna be on me now. When you're gonna go ahead and you do something and it's bad, like you're just trying to avoid cameras. If you didn't know what you were doing at the time, you're just kind of not looking for cameras. But he had when he walked in, it was almost like a surprise party. So you see the camera angle shooting as he comes into the courtroom, and he's like, and he's got this grin, and I'm like, and it drives me crazy because I'm like,
Well, did he commit a crime?
no, he did not.
No, they
He
caught
did
him
not.
before he
Yeah,
did
yeah, he didn't do anything
How they-
except
wait,
for get
thought
the.
crime?
Well, yeah. What is that? Minority
That
report.
could be a crime.
Yeah.
Well, I think, like I said, I bring this up because of
That's a weird-
the expression that he had.
But that's a weird thing. I'm curious. The expression that he had would have been really creepy and evil had he committed the crime.
Well, a lot
didn't.
of those psychopaths do it for the attention.
But I think it's to the point. There's copycats, and then there's like, when the copier runs out of ink and you're just running off these knuckleheads that are just like, oh, this is a good way for people to look at me. I'm going to be on TV.
They're different. I think the big ones are the MKUltra people. I think the MKUltra's got a lot of the big headliners are controlled. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, dude, and they seem similar. Like a
They're
lot
all
of
the same.
They're all like a lot of these people that carry out the mass killings or whatever. They either, first of all, they either end up offing themselves or getting taken out, so you never get to see them after the fact. But so oftentimes they seem so similar. Like they seem like they're really, really quiet, almost non-verbal, autistic, maybe to some degree. Yeah, they always seem there's nothing there. Like even this recent kid that they are trying to claim did the Charlie Kirk thing. I mean, you haven't even heard that kid talking. I'm not saying that he was the kid that did it, but like he just looks fucking vacant.
Yeah, the kid I'm talking about was.
But he was smirking. Like maybe
No, when somebody when you just like if it's a surprise party or if you've never had that many people looking at you at one time, like you're just like this little kid and be like, I'm gonna pull the fire alarm, and then now everybody's
So
looking.
maybe that's all
he
that
just
kid
wants
wanted.
attention, right?
Right now,
Even if it's negative.
where does that sit when it comes to like just mindset? Is it, are we gonna have a whole shitload of those?
Yeah, definitely. Well, you'd have to look at was that another kid who didn't have many friends? Is he a little weird? Does he spend all of his time in his room playing video games?
How old was he?
I think
That
it was
kid
like
didn't do shit.
sixth
Get
grade,
outta here.
maybe fifth grade, sixth
That was
grade.
all faked out.
It was all faked
Dude,
out.
that AI
right,
fucking
right.
text to his girlfriend, boyfriend.
Oh, he's talking
all
about-
that
Oh, you're
stuff.
talking about that stuff.
Oh, what are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the little fat kid.
Oh, the little fat kid?
didn't-
Yeah.
that didn't actually.
The little fat
What did he do? He got caught for like posting something.
No, I think it was like maybe even something to the effect of a note or the planning. He got caught planning something that he was
Man,
going
to. That's so weird.
But as the cameras are following him, he just kind of like
No,
get that
fuck it.
smirk
If
on
he
his.
was planning some shit, then you gotta handle him.
Oh yeah,
No,
well,
of course.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
he liked the attention for sure.
I'm just
Like,
I
but
think
it's
that
like
people
crazy.
How
that
about a
have-
public flogging? That would, that's pretty attentive.
But why are people lacking that attention, or where they're not? How much do you need? How much attention do you need in order to keep you level?
How many-
What is it? Is the how many hugs or
Yeah,
not?
just the right amount of hugs. You can't have too many hugs from your dad. And
What about the dolphin?
Dolphins?
You're gonna get a lot of those.
Yeah,
You're
Dolphin
gonna get a lot of
hugs.
those.
yeah.
Oh my god!
But if you get too many, if you don't get enough, you don't get enough.
So you don't get enough hugs. You turn out weird. You get too many hugs. You turn out weird. It's got to be just the right amount of hugs.
What if you grew up with a lack of hugs and then overhugged your children, which I think a lot of people in this generation have
Well, then
done.
you're giving your kids too many hugs. And
Yeah,
they're gonna,
too many
then
hugs,
they're gonna-
turning them into little fucking weirdos, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Coming from like the weirdo, because like the guy was, the woman that's overly hugging her kid or his kid is weird. So it's all weird, right? Like if you start the weird, there's no ending it now because everybody's gonna be weird. You're just gonna right up,
Dude,
the rip,
but if
know?
you showed how me fucking around on my telephone to a fucking caveman, he would be unga weird. You know what I'm saying? Like weird is just a state of mind. You know? We're all weird, I tell you. When you're fucking finger banging yourself in your bedroom, you're fucking weird, trust me. Right?
Probably could be pretty weird.
writing up your manifesto.
Oh, never mind that
Touching
shit. People
holes.
need to cut that crap. How about this? How about how many hugs you fucking need? It's how many you fucking ask for a hug if you need it. How's that fucking sound?
Right? Give
that's
somebody a
easy.
hug if they need.
I've
Yeah.
literally never. I don't think. I mean, since I've had a memory, I can't remember ever once asking for a hug.
No, I mean,
Yeah, see, it's funny because me either. But
But maybe that's because I got the right amount of hugs.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you got the right amount of hugs. Maybe it's like beer. You can only drink so much in your lifetime, and if you drink them all when you're young, you can't have any later.
Tommy, can I have a hug?
Yeah, I'd like to see you two
I
fucking
mean,
hug.
I'd definitely give you a hug. I mean, just
If
to,
it made him feel
you
better,
know,
right?
Like
No,
I
we
honestly,
get-
I
we-
think
we
I'm
give
like,
hugs. You showed up, I give you a
bro,
hug.
I
But
always give
didn't-
you a hug. Like when I first see it, but it's
But
not
it
like
would-
yeah, but
imagine
like
That's not a
it's like
hug.
you asked, like
That's
if you,
not a fucking hug.
hey, Chommy,
boys.
listen, I'm going through some stuff, and can I have a hug, please?
I had dude. I had a grown man,
Be pretty funny, though.
ask me for a hug.
You did?
in a public place.
What?
It was. I don't want to get into details,
Oh, my
but they were
God.
going through something rough. I
Can
guess.
I just
in their
guess
own.
who it is?
You can't say it,
No, I know. I'm kidding.
but
So did you give the hug, or did you
I didn't
say
have a
fucking
choice.
man up, you
He
little bitch?
asked for a hug as he was coming in for
How
it.
well did you know the guy?
Not very. Client of mine.
Okay.
Handful of times.
Yeah?
And just came in. It was coming in like this. Was like, bro, can I get
Did
a
he
hug?
give you the reach
And
around?
maybe, dude. I froze up. I don't even know if I hugged back because I think he started like almost crying or
Get
just
outta
went
here.
just
Oh, for
went
fuck's sake.
just went right into
This
some
is a-
emotional shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
just kind of frozen, like waiting for it to end.
I've had other guys like just going into like emotional shit, kind of like out of the blue about like some shit they're going through or whatever, and it's that's even like a little uncomfortable. And I'm talking about guys like I know pretty well, but it's like if you catch somebody off guard with like that kind of a thing, it's like hey, listen, and like I had a guy tell me like some stuff that happened to him when he was a kid, dude, some like real bad like sexual like abuse stuff, but it was like the weirdest timing and place for it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like like listen, man, I love this dude, like he's a great dude, but I was like at that time and moment, it's like, oh, like what the fuck do you do? Like you think you're making a weird face, you think you like, no, it's just like so uncomfortable. Like I listen, if the dude was like, hey, listen, I gotta talk to you, man. I got some shit I gotta get off my chest. Can we fucking talk? Yeah, no problem. But it was like all of a sudden, dude, like, I don't want to bring up the name or even the time or place, but it was like, Jesus. Like, what do you say, sorry? Sorry to hear that.